Dragonites. How's everybody's week going? Do you know you made it to Friday? Aces. Good job. Was it a long week for you? If so, I just wanted to talk to you for just a minute because, some of the weeks are longer than others now, and some of the struggles just seem like, they're never going to be any different, right? I mean, you work and you sacrifice because you're trying to get something or you're trying to learn a new skill. This one happens to me a lot. And you look at Instagram or you look at Facebook or, you look at some of these other platforms and you say, oh, that's really cool. Bet I could learn to do that because, we all know that there are, of course, creators that make it look so easy, right? And you're like, oh, I know I can do that because, how hard can it be, right? So you look at the video and you read the instructions and you go, oh, no problem. That's a piece of cake, right? And then you try it and you go, oh, that creator told me a gigantic fib, right? Because you try it, it doesn't come out. You go, oh, seriously? Like that was a bust, right? And you go, yeah, never mind. Maybe this is just not the craft or the hobby for me. That's the problem. It's just not meant to be that way, right? You throw it to the side. If you're like me, you throw it in the trash or you throw it behind you or you put it somewhere else. So you don't have to look at it and realize you couldn't do it, even though you thought it was easy and it looked easy. It just didn't pan out that way, right? Sometimes we forget to give ourselves the grace that we give to other people. And what makes them more deserving of grace than you? I can't think of anything, right? Seems to me you're every bit as entitled to the grace that you give other people, and the patience, and the nice talk. Even if it's self-talk, maybe especially if it's self-talk, you should be nice about it to yourself. Because remember, you've been with you all your life, right? For some people, you're the only one that's been with you all your life, right? So yeah, you deserve all the grace that you give to everyone else. And you know why? Because you're a Dragonite, that's why. And that means you have family. You do. You have family here on this channel. And as I always tell you in every video, you're extraordinary. So, you have grace and wisdom because you are the living incarnation of the world's most amazing creature. Yes, you are. So, understanding that, you need to take care of yourself. You do. Take care of your loved ones, the people that need you, because you need them too, even if they don't realize it. And if they don't realize it, be sure you tell them you love them, because even though they should know or you think they know, everybody should hear it once in a while, right? Yeah, give yourself some grace. You wait a day or a few hours or a week, and then pick up that craft that you saw and go, oh, they told me such a big fib, because this is not what it looks like. It was way harder than I thought. You can even cuss at it if you want to while you're trying it again. But that's kind of the point, isn't it? Try it again. Because, you might surprise yourself when you give yourself a little bit of grace and patience. You might go, oh, I just forgot that twist there. Or, oh, maybe I should have done the other piece first. Or, must have missed that piece before. No wonder it seemed hard, right? Yeah, so you do that. Yep, you take a minute or many minutes if that's what it takes. And, And realize, for the love of God, realize, because so many of you are so critical of yourselves. Stop that. You do not have to be perfect. We're not going for perfection. If you want perfection, you know, you need to take engineering instead of diamond painting, because really, I mean, who's going to be critical of you? Really? Another diamond painter? Pfft. Tell them, "Oh, sorry, I guess you didn't understand. I wasn't going for perfection. I took artistic license. That's what I did." If they say, "Well, why would you want to do that?" Say, "Because I made this one, and it doesn't look like anybody else's, and that's what I like about it. It's mine. I made it. I put my blood, sweat, tears, and time into it, and I'm okay that it's not perfect." Because sometimes not being perfect just means it's perfectly you, right? Yeah, perfectly you. And if you give yourself the grace that you all deserve to have, you know, sometimes you realize your power is in your imperfection, and that there truly is nobody like you. And that's a good thing. You know, the thing about dragons, they are so extraordinary. They are at home in light and in darkness. Why? They just are. Because they don't bend to the misery. They set it on fire, or they eat it, or they snort and shake their heads because they can't believe somebody's acting that way. So, but you know, you just find if you just work at it and make those little imperfections your own, you realize, wasn't as bad as I thought. Guess I just wasn't giving myself enough grace. And I know you Dragonites, you're the ones who always, every single time, you give elderly people your seat on the bus. You help a lady with a stroller and a toddler and a bag of groceries to carry it to the car. You know, you're the ones that give back the ball when it rolls onto your leg that some little kid lost control of in a park. Yeah, you're those people. It's one of the reasons I love you. So yeah, just remember, nobody's perfect because you're not supposed to be. You're not a machine. You're a human being with talents and weaknesses and challenges and likes and dislikes and wonder and amazement and expertise in some of the things that you don't even realize you have expertise in. But you know, give yourself a little grace and you'll recognize all of it. Yeah. And if you need a little bit of encouragement, well, you know what channel to come to, because you're all here. This is your channel too. This is the home of the Dragonites. So, yeah. So I hope you had a good week. If you didn't, then I think what you need to do is go get yourself something nice, right? Yeah, you deserve it. You work hard. You deserve something nice. And then when you think about it, and you try that craft again, you realize sometimes it was better than you thought it was the first couple times you tried it. Right? That's all I wanted to say, Dragonites. Have a rosy day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.